About a year ago, I was charged with a federal crime. I don't mean to be bad, but I was just doing it without unbeknownst. And so after I was charged, I asked for help. Well, because it's a federal case, I figured that the federal judge would have the time and money to be able to persecute me to the full extent of the law. And so I felt very nervous that this could, say, escalate into something that I hadn't anticipated. And that's when I had enlisted the help of the law firm, and they helped me very much.
When someone calls our office and they're charged with a drug crime, a lot of times they are suffering from one of the worst feelings of their entire life. They've been charged, and they've probably gone on the internet and started looking at potential penalties. With drug crimes, the amount of punishment that you can get varies. And so it's important right away that you talk to an attorney and that you figure out what the actual punishment you may face is. And then you figure out if there are defenses to these drug crimes. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people with drug crimes making is going on the internet and jumping to conclusions about what's going to happen to their case. At the Bussey Law Firm, we've had all kinds of great results with drug crimes, and we do this with our years of experience. We make sure that you're not getting the worst case scenario and that you have a great result and that you feel good about the way that your case turned out.
The end result is that I got a deferred prosecution for a year, as long as I kept my nose clean, in a sense that I wouldn't have to face any charges. So far it's been really breezy to do that now that I know exactly what is expected of me, and so far so good.
In Colorado, when you face drug charges, there are a lot of penalties and collateral consequences that an attorney can walk you through. You could potentially be facing jail, you could potentially be facing prison, you could potentially be facing probation, which comes with hefty fines and supervision fees. Possession of drugs always carries the potential penalty of jail, and that's why it's important that you talk to an attorney. An attorney can advise you about the likelihood of each and every situation, and if you're concerned about facing jail, they can try to talk to the district attorney to make sure that that's not a likely outcome in your case.
I would describe the firm as very expedient, very professional, and very kind. I would highly recommend this firm to anybody that's in even the smallest amount of trouble. I think just small amount of even legal advice you can could be very beneficial.
With drug charges, it's always advisable to get an attorney. They can talk to you about potential defenses that you would not know otherwise. They can talk to you about potential penalties. They can talk to you about potential plea deals. And they can make sure that you get the best possible outcome with their years of experience. When we talk to clients at the Bussey Law Firm about whether or not they should talk to the police about drug charges, there are a lot of things that come into play. It's advisable that you call us as soon as possible before you make that decision, because honestly, it's a decision that you cannot take back.